My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full fight cards. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our content. Then we have Bryan Battle versus Tresean Gore in a battle of the tough finale. This should have been the tough finale months ago, but Gore was injured, so he was out, and then Bryan Battle beat a last-minute replacement opponent. Bryan Battle is 6-1 overall. He's 5-0 in his last 5, and he's coming off of that Ultimate Fighter win. Gore, 3-0 overall, so he's only had 3 fights as a pro. If you include the fights in the Ultimate Fighter house, he's 5-0, although those are technically exhibition fights. Again, this was supposed to be the Ultimate Fighter finale matchup, but Gore was injured, so he was out. And then they replaced him with Gilbert Urbina. And Bryan Battle beat Gilbert Urbina to become the Ultimate Fighter champion. Gore is awesome. Tresean Gore is heavy-handed. He's come-forward wrestler. Almost every fight he's in, he will throw big, heavy punches and immediately drop to the legs. He never stops doing that. He'll throw 3 or 4 punches, drop to the legs. If you stuff him and he comes back up, it's 3 or 4 punches again, and then drops back down to the legs. And it's effective because it's smothering. And if you can't come off the cage, you're going to lose a decision against the cage. If you can't stop the takedown, you're going to get taken down and beaten up there. And it's just an endless cycle that he gets you sucked into. Bryan Battle, he's coming off that Ultimate Fighter win. He is the Ultimate Fighter champion. He's a good striker. He's got solid volume, nice head kicks. He showed us in his last fight that his ground game is solid and he's never out of a fight. He has decent takedown defense, but he will be looking to use that and keep this fight standing. And this fight is actually somewhat similar to Bryan Battle versus Gilbert Urbina from the tough finale. If you remember that fight, Bryan was not having a good night. He was not having a good night. He was on the wrong side of both striking and grappling exchanges, but he was tough enough to hang in there, and he ended up pulling off a submission win because Gilbert was exhausted. I think this will be similar in that Gore will be looking to get this to the ground. Gore will be just throwing those strikes and just relentlessly looking for takedowns, where Bryan Battle will look to strike. I think Gore will also have some success with the striking entries and definitely success with the grappling. I like Gore to win this fight, but Bryan Battle has proved himself to be incredibly tough and never out of any fight in any position. So it's a tough fight to have enough confidence to put money on, because these are 2 guys early in their career. I mean, Gore's literally only got 3 fights. So to stand here and say he is going to dominate, he's the real deal. The dude has 3 fights. So we need a little more time. But stylistically, I like Gore to throw those 3 or 4 punches, get Bryan Battle against the cage, take him down, work from there, repeat that cycle. Most likely a decision win for Tresean Gore.